Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. While Nigerians are still getting used to the idea of what happened between Amotekun and Fulani Herdsmen, we are now looking at other issues. During the lockdown called COVID-19 lockdown, we saw the level of movement from north to south, from central to southern part of Nigeria. As we speak, we have another in our hands. But before we find out what it is that we're actually looking into and what this is going to culminate to if it's not handled properly, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you'll see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. The chairman of Yagba West local government area of Kogi state, that's Pius Kola Wale, along with security agencies in the area, led by the DPO of area, has intercepted a truck loaded with more than 100 Fulani men, not women, men. This is very serious, as the suspected invaders they couldn't explain. Probably they don't even understand how to speak English. They couldn't explain their mission. They were denied entry, as in they were denied further entry and forced back from Okura. Immediate aide to the chairman, Eniola Olayemi, made this known in a statement. The event happened during the weekend. People were said to have raised the alarm and contacted the chairman when they saw the suspicious group. Worried about the fragile security situation in the area, Kolawole contacted the police and together they tracked the truck. The truck was promptly escorted out and handed over to the DPO of Eruku police station, a border town in Kwara state, for them to be further escorted out of the community. The statement added that the chairman is not ready and will never compromise the security of his people. Yagba West, under his leadership, is determined to ensure security of lives and property is actualized to the fullest. Communities in Yagba Federal Constituency have regularly raised the alarm over the invasion of Fulani herdsmen in the area. Now let's look at another news very quickly on the same issue of Fulani. In another news, a local farmer has been arrested in Kaduna State after he allegedly fed poisoned cassava to a herd of cattle, killing 2 cows. The State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, disclosed this in a security update. Aruwan disclosed that the farmer, who he did not name, was arrested by soldiers after he was suspected of poisoning cattle in Gindin Duse village of Gemma's local government area. 2 cows had died in the village after eating some apparently poisoned cassava beside a farm. Troops trailed and arrested the owner of the farm, who is now undergoing preliminary investigation, Aruwan said. Meanwhile, the commissioner disclosed that troops under the auspices of Operation Save Heaven informed the Kaduna State government of an attack by criminals in Kamaru Chewe village, Karo local government area. Alright, we were looking actually at the issue of Fulanis. Now, some fortnight ago, we had some stories that had to do with Fulani's attack with our Amotekun somewhere in the southwest, or your state, Ogun State too. Somewhere in Ogun State, there was this information that went viral that a bridge is being built inside a bush, a forest. That is what is a multi-millionaire bridge. No one is laying claim of the bridge, and they are building bridge inside the forest. You now ask the question: who is doing what, and why the forest? If that's a nice benevolent art, if you want to build bridges for people in communities, that's a welcome development. I don't think any governor, in his right senses would say no to that, in as much as you're bringing those bridges to where they're needed. But building bridges inside the bush and no one is laying claim, and that means all this while they've been bringing whatever equipment or materials for building bridge. No one noticed it, and it was done conveniently and comfortably until got to that stage. It's amazing. It's appalling to the ears, really. Now we are hearing again That's so in Kwara. A truckload over. Do you know what 100 men is? In the community, you don't even know how many men that are there. You don't know. See, look, honestly, let's look at this objectively. Right now in Nigeria, that we have a lot of insecurity issues. We have trust issues. Nigeria has become a bit fragmented on ethical lines, ethnical lines, religious lines, particularly ethnical lines. Region maybe, but ethnical. Ethnical is the level of ethnicity separation in this dispensation is so high and alarming. So right now, a lot of persons have become, should I say, a little bit uncomfortable with the Fulanis coming in simply because we've heard what the fact they've been named as the fourth most terrorist group in the world, even if they are not recognized in Nigeria as that. They have their militia, and their militias are very deadly. Now, for that reason, it's enough to raise alarm, insecurity alarm. We've had series and series of what they do in some northern part of the country, in some northern states, in another part of the country, and it's not nice to the ears. Now, if they're now coming in their numbers, in not just in their numbers, in their huge numbers, I'm talking about 100 men. That's a sizable amount. Right now, all migration from one region to the other should for the now cease. Because if you're not, there's COVID-19, all right, as in for the now, we are trying to wrap it up so that we don't go through a second lockdown, and everybody's trying to, Nigeria is trying to come out of recession. I don't know how that's going to happen though, but all hands seem to be on deck on that. Now, coming to be moving here and there. Okay, you're coming to Kwara. Where is your destination? What you can't even explain. Do you have a mission? You can explain because of the level of the fragility, the how fragile rather, or our security is. Any suspicious move, nobody want to permit it. I think for the now, why are these Fulanis? I thought sometime in December, the spokesperson to the presidency, I'm talking about Sheikh Gaba, he said that they would look into stopping the movement of Fulanis. If each time they move, communities, locals are not comfortable with their movement, by all means, why don't they practice ranching? Ranching in the north, ranching in the north. Yeah, they keep saying the issue of the grass and all that, but I'm sure technology have gone so far that we can actually plant grasses, and so that even their youth, their children can be exposed to good education. They can give them good facilities instead of them moving from place to place, being endangered because nobody will get comfortable with the AK-47 carrying a headsman in the name of trying to protect himself and his headsman and his head. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants the citizens or the locals or the indigenous to die. So if we still have issues of trust and issues of insecurity, by all means, let everybody remain in their region for the now until the government have a way of, if they can unite back and bring back trust. But honestly, it's going to be a very tall order because trust needs to be built. And over the years, a lot has happened. A lot of water have gone under the bridge. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's the take on the fact that 100 men of Fulanis have found their way into Kwara and they couldn't even explain what they're doing there?